This is the training video for Solid AI. The first thing you should do would be to set up your account. Once your account is created, access your dashboard appears on your screen, and you just have to click it to access the dashboard. I will skip Paul for the purpose of this training. So here we are on the dashboard. It is called Cash Pulse. This is going to tell you your cash flow position at every point in time. Okay, so if you scroll down, you see everything. And because everything here is zero, you can see everything is green, comfortable position. Once you start updating both suppliers, invoices, customer invoices, and your bank statement, this will change in real time. So these updates would happen in real time according to what you have in your bank account after you've uploaded your bank statement. Okay. After the login, we have to go to our settings and put the settings in place to ensure that it aligns with the organization we're working with. And now your invoicing settings and profile settings has been updated. Now that the settings are done, I'll just take you through the other things we have here. Here is the overview. This is just the summary of all documents that has been uploaded and your monthly usage. That is the overview. Now when you come to upload, is where you upload your suppliers invoices and bank statement. Note, suppliers invoices and bank statement. Okay, and now if you come to my finances, you see documents there. Here is where every upload appears. All of your upload will appear here. And then you come to transaction. The transactions are the extracted information, data from every document that has been uploaded. And these are into categories. The system automatically separates them into invoices and receipts and bank statement. So you can see everything is zero here because we don't have any upload at the moment. So if you come back here, you see the confirm payment. The confirm payment is where the reconciliation happens. So once you have uploads, you see everything, both transactions and bank statement here. Okay, you see the number of transactions that has been matched as confirmed, number of transactions unmatched as unmatched here. Okay, and if there are any rejected transactions or pending transactions that you want to review. And now, once you have information or financial data here, you just come to your best auto match. Once you click on the best auto match, because you don't have any information here, it's not clicking. Okay, once you click on your best auto match here, it's going to run and it's going to show you a list of transactions that matches each order, either your invoice to bank statement or supplier's invoice to your bank statement. So the way it works is that the outflow on your bank statement matches with the supplier's invoices that you upload. Okay, and if the match is 100% or higher than 90%, you can just click match and it's going to match everything and confirm the transaction, which means that the supplier's invoices matches with what you have in your bank statement, and that means that you've already make those payments. Okay, and the same thing happens for customer invoices. All right, so this is where you confirm all those payments that has been made, either by your customer or to your suppliers. All right, now the next thing you have here is invoice. Now the system allows you to raise invoice and send directly to your customer. So if you see here, this is another dashboard and this is a summary of your invoice. Okay, so if you come to create invoice, it's going to show you the create page, and you can also review whatever you are doing here. You can close, you can hide the review here if you don't want the review. All right, so you can put in your customer. If you don't have any customer, you can add customer. The invoice number is automatic, so it's static there. Okay, all right, so this is the invoice page. This is the invoice page, everything is there, and you can either save and send, or save and download the PDF, or mark as sent here, or just save the draft. All right, now these are all the things we have under your invoice. You can set a recurring invoice. If you have a retainer and you want to automate the invoice to automatically send on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis, you can do that here. Okay, and then if you have any return, you want to raise a credit note, you can do that here. All right, and then you have your list of customers here. You can import your customers and you can also export if you have any customer here. If you come back to the report, it's going to show you your aging, your customer statement, and your payment. AR aging just means that accounts receivables aging. It lists for you the number of days that you have your customers owing you. I mean the number of days that your customers has the customer payment is overdue. Okay, that is your aging summary. And then customer statement is individual customer statement. All right. Also, you have your payment report here. This is just the summary of the payment and everything from your customers end. So let's go to our upload just to run some tests. All right, I will upload my bank statement first. Let's come here. Now that is processing. And now that is completed. So if we go to your document, you'll see it there. Total amount in that bank statement is £24,000. Okay. So if we look at the transaction, you see exactly what happened. So you can see automatically classified as bank statement. Right. So this is money in, money out, and the net flow is 22,000. Now if you look at here on the document, you see 24,000. Why do we have 24,000? It is because the system captured the opening balance. Okay, so if I come back to my cash pause, you can see my £1,100. Why? Because that is the opening balance. Okay, now you see that there is nothing coming in and there is nothing going out. Why? Because we don't have any invoice that has been issued on the system, and we don't have any supplier's invoice that we have received. Okay, that is why you're saying this is zero. And also note that your bank statement will not update anything here, not until you match it with money coming in or going out. You only see your cash now, which is the opening balance that you have, which means that every other transaction in your bank statement has not been cleared because you don't have any money coming in and any money going out, which is the ideal thing. For every business, you must have a way of making money and have bills that you are paying. So if you don't have any bill you are paying or the money that is coming in, you won't have anything here on the system. Now let's go over and issue some invoices. Okay, so I'll come to create invoice. Now come to customer. You see customer is empty, so I can quickly add United Kingdom. This should be test customer. Okay, let's just put some random number here, and here the company number. We can add that customer. Okay, so now if you just select this, you see that the test customer is there already. Now invoice date, you can change the payment terms if you like, 7, but I'll leave it at 30. Now we can just put invoice for engineering services, and I can say engineering. How much is that? I can just say £2,300. Is it subject to VAT? I can change it here if it is subject to 5% or exempt. I can also add another line, and I can say this is for transportation, and this is £250. I can just leave this at 5%, and then everything here. I can save and send. So when you save and send, it's going to open up your compose email page. Okay, if you want to add additional email, you can come to add CC here. Okay, I can just add CC if I want. I can say I want to receive. Okay, then everything you can leave it as it is. You can add additional attachment here if you want, and you can just send the invoice. There you go, send. So if you come back to your snapshot here, you see the invoice amount there, okay? And it's outstanding. And if you come to all invoices, you will see it there, okay? Now, if you come back to your cash pulse, you see you have an invoice coming in, and because it's in the next 30 days, you can come down here and see it in the next 30 days, okay? Now let's go back to our upload to upload supplier's invoice. Supplier's invoice are just invoices we received from our supplier, okay? So I have one invoice here. You just select, it's processing, it's processing, it's processing, and now it is successful. So if you go back to my finances and you check on documents, you see it's there, okay? And we have 2 lines of transactions there. Our bank statement has 67 lines of transactions, okay? And you see that it automatically categorized it under invoice. So if I go to my transaction, now you can see under my invoices and receipt, I have 2 transactions, which is this and this, all right? And this is the description here. So as you can see that it categorized this under professional services, right? This brings us to another settings that we have within the system. So if you come back to settings, you come back to rules, you see that it automatically created rules here for those upload that we did. You can also come here and change the rule, the mapping, and add some keywords, okay? So this here is when you connect your accounting software to the system, but we don't need to go there for now, okay? So I'll just leave the rule as they have. And if you want to create additional rules, probably you are expecting some invoices and you know the content of that invoices because you have a contract with the supplier. You can add them as rule here and just put everything you want to put so that whenever you upload those invoices, it goes directly into that category. All right. So another settings we can do here is under our integration. You can set up an email for your suppliers to send invoices directly to the system. And if they send it directly to the system automatically categorize the invoices sent via the email that you set up. But you have to set up the email here. And once you set it up, you can send it to your supplier, tell them to always send their invoices to that email. And they send it directly, it comes into your system directly. So that is the email ingestion we have here. Here you can add your team, you can add your team member, and you can also add an accountant here, okay? So if you want your accountant to have access to whatever is going on the system, you can add your accountant so that accountants can prepare your account, file for you, and do all those things for you. All right. So the other things, I'm very sure that you can go through them yourself. You can do all of the payments, histories and stuff, the notification, you can do all of that. All right. So if you come back to your cash pulse, you see now you have an invoice going out of £1,125. You have an invoice coming in, which is £3,023. All right. So our money is going out today because we used today's date for the due date on the supplier's invoice. Now I'll just show you the reconciliation bit quickly. If you come back to confirm payment, all right, now you can see money coming in is just 1. and then money going out is just 2. So if you come to unmatched, you have 66 transactions there that are unmatched. So these are bank transactions that have no corresponding entry in your supplier's invoices and your customer's invoices. Okay, so if you come here to check the best auto match, it's going to analyze for you, and you can see you only have 4 low confidence. Why? Because the amount, supplier's invoice number, and the date is quite different from what you have on the system. So it's going to tell you low confidence, which automatically signals that this is not for this particular invoice. So when you have high confidence, you can just match everything because the system already carried out the checks for you. It means the amount matches what you have on the invoices, and also the dates are close match to each other. So it's going to give you high confidence. So that is just this. Here now you need to do a manual check on the invoices and compare with what you have on the bank statement. There could be a partial payment from your customer, and you could partially pay your supplier. So that is why we provide this um, low confidence, so you can match them manually. So if I want to match this manually, I can just select it and apply the match. Okay, so if I apply the match now, it's just going to match automatically, and one transaction would disappear, although there will still be the balance there within the system because it's a partial match. All right. So now that one of the transactions has been matched, if you come back to your cash pulse, you see your cash now has reduced because you matched the transaction with your money going out. It means money going out has reduced, and then your cash has also reduced because you paid your customer. All right. So I'm just going to do a match for my money coming in. So you see that this is low, but I can still match it manually. So I'm just going to match this manually. And now if I come back here, you see this has turned 4,700, and now I'm expecting a 77 pounds. What is this 77 pounds? This 77 pounds is the difference between the invoice that I raised and the bank inflow that I matched with that invoice. So it's showing me that that invoice has not been fully matched. We still have a 77 pounds. Also, if you come back to your invoicing, you see that there, this is the total receipt, this is the invoice amount, the balance is this 77 pounds. So the what you raised as invoice is this, and the money that you received is this, and you have 77 pounds here. Now I can decide and say, oh, this 77 pounds is a credit. Let me just raise a credit note for it because I'm not expecting this anymore. So I'm just going to cancel that for my customer. So I can come under my invoice here. Okay, so I just say new credit note. I'll select the customer, that's the test customer, and I'll just select, you see automatically the list of invoices that is open for that customer on the drop down. So I'll just select this. As you can see, there is 77 pounds remaining here. Okay, so I can only credit that 77 pounds. Reason for credit, I can just say not expected. Now let's go back to our snapshot. You see it's all cleared now. All right, and then you have your total receipt matching your total revenue. And then if you scroll down, you see a credit of 77 pounds there. And you see this invoice has been credited. The total invoice was supposed to be 3,002, but the 77 pounds was credited. And if you come back to your cash pause, you see your coming in is now cleared because there is a credit that has been matched to the remaining invoice. Okay, now you still have a going out of £775. At the moment, you have 4,710 in bank because other transactions has not been matched. Okay, so not until your transactions are matched, the money does not belong to you. Okay, the system account for what you are owing, what you are expecting, match that with what you have in bank, your bank statement, before your cash position can be ascertained. So there are other reports that could help you. Example is my spending insight. It's going to give you the details of your expenses, the breakdown. It's going to break it down by month. It's going to break it down by category, and it's going to show you your day-to-day trend. Okay, as well as it's going to give you the expense by category here as well, and give you the percentage and show you your recent activities. So that is for the spending insight. It's going to show you the kind of things you're spending on. And here are the teams. If you add anyone to the system, you're going to see them here. Okay, so this is just for team management. And that is everything about Solid AI. Solid AI is just your cash flow confidence. It's going to tell you your cash position at every point in time. And also you have opportunity to issue invoices on the system. And I think that is an added advantage. It's another package that is going to help your business. For as many people who are raising invoices manually, this will be very helpful.